It's so full of life. In this school there is no strife. Spirit in the air, teachers smiling everywhere. When we sing it all together, we can form a winning team. Zilker is a great place for kids. Zilker is the place where we learn to be the best. Zilker is the school teaching better than the rest. Here to make a difference, teaching peace and harmony. Zilker is a great place for kids.
Thank you, Jordan, for starting us off. This is a special episode of Adjacent, and we are celebrating Jody retiring from Zilker Elementary. And we have some special guests on the podcast to talk about Jody's experience in teaching and all that she brought to the Zilker community. I have to start off first by, watch Jody through the whole experience and very gratefully had a front row seat to most of it. And it was such a pleasure. It was such a treat when you have a close sister and you get to walk into her classroom and see her engage in her art and her talent. It is truly a gift that I cherish. The first time I saw her engage with students, I just was absolutely blown away. And Jody's ability to meet the students at their level and engage with them at their ability and enhance their lives in so many ways. The journey has been incredible. And just the power of one person, you see it a lot in education, is the power of one person and how they change a community is so just astonishing. It's just, Jody came in, is so engaged, met all these incredible educators, learned so much in the process. I mean, she is a sounding board for pretty much every decision I've made about supporting my children. And just she brought so much to the table to Zilker, and it really was, I know this sounds odd, but I would say it was her first love. And she loves her family dearly, but definitely her heart and soul. It was her art. It was her passion. She loves that place. And so leaving it has been a very hard decision for her to make. And it was not a light decision. Just she feels like it's time, and she's ready for the next journey, and we are so ready for the next journey. We one of her big things moving forward is to focus on relaxing and sleeping and unapologetic self-care and traveling with John and engaging and visiting her kids, and her and I doing the podcast, and lots of adventures and exploring. And we're very excited for her to have this opportunity. And the journey through education hasn't always been great. But she loved it with all of her heart. And she is so talented. It's a huge loss for the Zilker community. She not only taught, she supported fellow teachers. She deep dove into relationships with parents and engaging them not only at school but in services they need across the board. She provided endless families with furniture and a car and supplies and food. I mean, her education did not stop at the door at that school. There were times where she was like, "Hey, I got to stop and drop these poster boards off so these kids can do a science project. I need to drop supplies off here. It's one of the teachers just had a baby. I need to do a baby shower for them. The services and support were not a job. This was her love and passion. And so it's a huge, huge milestone for Jody. And I'm thrilled that she's retiring and I get to spend more time with her and celebrate her and recover from the education experience. And, hopefully after some distance, we can talk about education and bring some support and love back into public education, and hopefully it continues to blossom and grow. Jody has some really, she maintains some beautiful relationships with a lot of people at Zilker, and I know I'm gonna miss some people because I didn't always live here and didn't know everybody she was engaging with, but I hear all the stories. I know Jane Cronky was a big, huge part of education. Katie Pena being a student teacher in Jody's classroom, and then just is one of the most dynamic administrators in AISD, and it's so fun to watch her. And I feel like Jody, really celebrates Katie Pena because she saw how amazing and wonderful she was as a student teacher and knew that she had so much ability to engage with the community. And Tammy Thompson and Jody, they worked together in second grade and became very close. And Tammy's one of the top administrators in AISD, Marianne Sides and Katie Daly, and all they did in second grade to enhance the second grade program. Katie's going to speak a little bit about that in her interview. And Jackie Krell. We interviewed Jackie Krell on the podcast. Please go back and listen to it. Jackie Krell is just such a force. And Jody really loved working with Jackie, and they really stay connected. And Jackie is such an inspiration to retiring and life after education. Nilsa Quintanilla and Jessica Montanez, incredible educators that Jody really, really connected with. There's so many. Katie Butler, Carlene Ogren, Teresa Ponzoa. The list goes on and on. Jody working with Dr. Hill. Dr. Hill was an administrator at Zilker and really connected with Jody and saw the value in Jody and supported her and made her feel appreciated. And that was such a highlight. Ramona Trevino really just pushed Jody when she first started teaching, really pushed Jody to become the best teacher that she could be. Just so much goodness. Randy Thompson supporting Jody through, some issues at school and being just, a fierce advocate and supporter. The list goes on and on. Jamie, our art teacher, Stacy Shapiro, and all her knowledge and gifts and systems and just amazing. Jan McClendon, we love you. The Krista Kuhn comes in with speech therapy and just knocks everybody's socks off. Her team in the behavioral support unit is family. Janie Orozco and Daniel Orozco and Carrie just have been, just family and so much support, and are so appreciated and so loved. And this is not goodbye. We will see everybody. I have no doubt. Hopefully we see y'all all more, that we're not, Jody's not in the classroom. Patricia Hardwick, oh my gosh, all the love you have for Jody. It's priceless and it's so appreciated. You just light up when you see Jody, and that brings her so much joy. There's so many teachers. I know we're going to be talking about this for months, is like all the teachers that impacted Jody and helped her become a better teacher and supported her and guided her and acknowledged her and appreciated her, and that, Jody doesn't love recognition, but she does appreciate it. And so, don't stop sending the love and support. We can't wait to spend more time with Jessica Montanez and our lovely Ashley and all the people that have been part of this journey with Jody, her family supporting her and taking up back seat for her to follow her passion and love, and really being there to catch her and love and support on her through this. John has been an incredible partner through this journey. Peyton becoming a teacher. Oh my gosh, what a compliment for Jody to teach, and then Peyton to and be inspired by it and become a teacher as well, is truly means so much to Jody. And then Harry and all the fun he brought, and then watching Cameron through the education process, and now becoming a doctor. I know this is all cherished, and it all starts right here. It starts with Jody being Jody and engaging in such a deep way, and how that enhances everything. It's going to be, everybody that I've spoken with is like, these are some huge shoes to fill. Jody's engagement at Zilker did not stop at teaching, like I said, but her goals were always to enhance the entire community. So she was involved in everything. She was involved in PTA. She was involved in CAC. She sat on multiple committees. She's always been engaged. She is really a fierce advocate for humanity and really enhancing education and engagement and connection. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to introduce, I've asked some of Jody's teacher friends to send in a little clip of what it was like to work with Jody as a teacher, what they might have learned from Jody, or how they feel about Jody. And so we're going to start with the first interview is going to be with Jackie Crow. So take it away, Jackie.
What I learned from Jody was to be compassionate, to be student-centered, and to always find a way for each student to be successful. I love doing research with her, especially the carnivorous plants and Greek mythology, and the packets were great, and she would always find a way for kids to be creative, but to also get the facts and write down the research. And it was fun doing research with her. In terms of retirement advice, I would just say that this is an opportunity for Jody to say yes to lots of things that maybe she couldn't do before, and to pick out a passion a year and follow that passion.
Thanks, Jackie. I appreciate it. Our next interview is with one of my favorite Zilker teachers, Patricia Russell. Patricia is so dear to us. Her and her husband, Kevin, were so vital to the Zilker community. Patricia taught both my boys, and I think all of Jody's kids as well. And she just engages and kids at such an incredible level. When she left Zilker, you felt it. When she retired, it was felt. And so without further ado, here's Patricia Russell.
What can I say about the great Jody Wynn? Well, first of all, I've known Jody Wynn for over 25 years, and indeed, she is a fabulous teacher and a wonderful co-worker. Jody has always supported all staff and has welcomed especially the new teachers at Zilker Elementary. She is wonderful with her students and her parents. Zilker has truly lost a legend. No one can replace you, Jody. May your retirement be filled with joy, relaxation, and adventures. Your hard work and dedication at Zilker will always be remembered. Love you, Jody.
Thank you so much, Patricia. That's incredible. We love you. I hope to see you more now that Jody's retired. And now we have, oh my gosh, one of the most organized people I've ever met. I've never experienced such a beautiful human. Her deep connection with people is inspiring. She's been retired from Zilker for a while, but she comes back and subs. She has subbed with Jody a couple times, and I just feel like she experiences life kind of like a first timer on Earth. It's like everything's new, and she engages in such an organic way, and it's so beautiful. So, take it away, Teresa Ponzoa.
Hi, Jody. Teresa here. I'm just giving you a shout out. Happy retirement. I'm so happy and excited for you. I have a few words. I'll always have a few words for you. You is smart. You is kind. You is important. You are one of the most giving people I know. You are so full of love and life and knowledge. And I just thank you for all your years of service at Zilker Elementary School and everywhere else you went. These are my few, here's a special teaching moment. I thank you for years past when you, me, and Daniel and Katie would go out to the Zilker field the day before track and field day. And our job was to line all the lanes and make all the event stations. And here Katie and Daniel and I were putting the paint can in the machine and measuring the lines. But not Jody. She was off and running. You were so fast and you were just doing it Jody style. It'd be done. You'd go, okay, what next? So I thank you for that. Just helping me not be so stressed out and for all the hours of labor doing the paint lines on the field. The other teaching moment, but it was when I retired. I had taken on a one-on-one position and I had no toolbox. I had no tools, but I knew who did, and that was you, Jody Wynn. So I remember calling you, texting you, going over to Zilker, just going, what more can you share with me? And you never hesitated to say, try this, do that, say this. And thank you so much for that. As far as retirement, girl, you just get out there and be you times 10. Have fun, have time to yourself, do a lot of things or do nothing. You can go to all your favorite sporting events, enjoy your minutes sleeping or giggling and laughing, reading, hiking. It's just, you're going to be so amazed at the wide world that's out there for you now. So go live it Jody style. I love you to death. I thank you for all and everything. I thank you for you. Enjoy.
Big love, Teresa. Have a good trip this summer. We can't wait to see you in the fall. Some people did not, they were unable to record messages, but our special Ladies of Left Field did a special shout out to Jody on their episode that dropped last week. And so go give that a listen. That has Katie Pena, Casey Reed, and Jordan Cannon. And they talk about Jody and her retirement, and that her retirement party happens to be during Texas baseball game. So they have a little tribute to Jody. So go give that a listen, and we'll link that in the notes so everybody can hear it. Keep the messages coming. We can share them with Jody as they come out, and please send her notes or shoot me a message, and I'll share it with her. All the information will be in the notes of the podcast. Now we have our very, very a sweet little message from. We kind of feel like she's our little brother or little sister. She came into Zilker as a speech therapist and brought her beautiful children. And we've interviewed 2 of her kids and her husband, and hope to get her on the podcast pretty soon. She was my son Coulter's speech therapist, and she's still a main character in my life. I love her very dearly. And so here's a message from Krista Kuhn.
Jody. Jody is the perfect example of the phrase work hard, play hard. She is a completely different person at work than outside of work. And that's mainly what she inspired me when I was at work, is like seeing her dedication. She's no small talk. She's all about business, completely dedicated educator, but a giver. She is the most giving person, very fun outside of work. And I don't have any particular stories as far as her retirement. I hope she spends more time with her friends and responds to my texts more. Just kidding. But I know she's going to do great things because she's just an amazing person. And I'm so excited to see this next chapter of her life. Also, to spend more time with her, I'm hoping. Okay, love you, Jody.
We love you, Krista. Come swim in the pool. Our next message is I would say one of Jody's Zilker teacher besties. I think that's fair to say. She is a very dear friend to us. We used to do a girls' trip every year and go to the beach and had so much fun. And she always brought it. She was so much fun at the beach and always pretty quiet and serious. But she'd get down the beach and we had so much fun with her. And that is her husband does a podcast with us. If you haven't listened to it, it's called The Conspiracy Farm. And it's so good. Her husband is Vincent LaCornu, and she has been on book club with us, and we love her so much. And she lives pretty close to me, but I don't see her enough. Hoping with Jody's retirement, I will get to see more of Katie Daly. Here's a message from Katie Daly.
This is Katie Daly, and Jody Wynn taught me how to be a teacher bestie and how important it is to have teacher besties. I learned from her how to go all in and be creative with my lessons. Like, you can really go far with it and do some amazing things. For example, Jody and I planned out the Greek fashion show tradition. It turned into a tradition at Zilker. And the fashion show part was all Jody. She was inspired by Project Runway. And that has taken off and created many wonderful memories for students. And that's just one little nugget of the amazingness that is Jody Wynn as an educator and a person.
Thank you, Katie. We love you. We hope to hear you. I see you more around while Jody is retired, out pickleballing and playing Butler Park and hopefully relaxing by the pool. So we hope to see you around more. And now we have a message from one of our best friends. We love her. She's been on the podcast with us. We hope when she retires, she joins us on the podcast as a permanent fixture, but she's very busy administrating. She's a principal in AISD. We love her. We go on an annual trip together. We went to the Hamptons last year. We have another trip planned soon to distract Jody from her retirement. And that is, please. Now we have a message from Tammy Thompson.
Jody Wynn, you are retiring. I cannot believe it. I have more memories than I can count, more things that have happened that I can't share publicly. I loved teaching with you. I loved doing Zilker Spring Fling with you. I loved our portables across from each other and sending our children in the mornings for a little prisoner exchange, pranking each other, kickball, and matching costumes. I cannot believe you're retiring, but it is so well deserved. And I look forward to talking about all those memories by the pool with the Miller Lite, just enjoying the heyday of our Zilker time together. You are a badass, a true educator, someone that's always been there for kids. And I just hope you get to look back on that time with all kinds of pride, because you should, and that you get to finally relax, which I know you don't know how to do. But anyways, just want to celebrate you. Congratulations.
Thank you guys. Thank you all for sending messages and reaching out to Jody and celebrating her retirement, being part of the education process, supporting public education, engaging in public schools. It means so much to the whole community. We talk about this a lot, that libraries are a vital organ in a community, and so are public schools. And so I'm sure we will be talking and sharing a lot about education in the next couple of months, because we're very passionate about it. And I know lots of people are retiring or graduating or having prom or going through a big transition, and we're here for it. We want to listen and share your stories. So please reach out. One of the biggest goals for Jody moving forward is the podcast. And so please share, please listen, please follow, please, let us interview you. We're all about it. And so I just have to finish with Zilker is a great place for kids. And that is because of teachers like Jody Wynn. Peace.
It's so full of life. In this school there is no strife. Spirit in the air, teachers smiling everywhere. When we sing it all together, we can form a winning team. Zilker is a great place for kids. Zilker is the place where we learn to be the best. Zilker is the school teaching better than the rest. Here to make a difference, teaching peace and harmony. Zilker is a great place for kids.